welcome back to Eau dans la Rouge. I hope everybody's well out there. It's been quite of a rough week, but we made through it. You know, I had some challenges, some changes, but you know, like we all do, we try to fight and make it through it. Tonight, I don't know if you remember, last week I did the videos on how to prepare your cards, okay? Meaning up or reverse. There's some readers that don't read like that. They'll say that they don't do upright or reverse. You'll find a lot of that in tarot. But actually, we do in the culture and people who read and play in cards up and then reverse. And what they'll do is, like I was showing you before, is they'll mark the negative side of the cards, okay? But tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the heart suit, okay? The meaning of it, when it comes up, okay? Now, I'm not going to say why it comes up because we don't know why. It needs to come up because it's an important suit. The heart suit talks about the way the person's feeling, okay? It shows you their vulnerability. It shows you what makes them happy. It shows you what makes them sad. And it also shows you where they're at in the middle of the reading, okay? It shows you how they feel about their spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. It shows you how they feel about home. It shows you how they feel about spirituality. It shows you how they feel about their surroundings. I mean, it's so important to learn how to read what the cards say, okay? I like to be thorough. And if you guys were following me last week, you guys know that I love my notes. And I write my notes down before I share them with you guys so I can accurately give you the meanings to the cards, okay? Now, once again, everybody has their own set of meanings. Some people meanings are the same. Also, some people read with a 32 deck card. Some people read with a 52. Then you got the tarot readers who read with 78. When I first started on my journey, I started out with 32 cards, okay? Then I said, you know what? I need to know what the bottom cards mean, which is the rest, the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because before it was only A, Ace, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, King, Queen, King. Okay? 8 times 4 is 32. Now you got 52. If you do 52, okay, and you do a numerology, and you say 5 plus 2, that gives you 7. 7 is the number of mystery, mysticism. Okay? It talks about spirituality. Okay? It talks about changes in the spirituality. So that's why it makes so much sense. And these are the things that I tell you that's why I got to write them down, because I'm so eager to give them to you. So you can know what I'm talking about when they come up and then when you're trying to practice. So once again, get that pen and paper out if you don't already have it, and let's get started. First, what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to show you the first thing that's always important too is, even though you know your meanings, what they mean when they fall on top of each other. That's another case. So, but for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my aces, all my hearts out, go through each single one, and then I'll show you what this means together, what that means together, okay? It's not going to be a long video because I'm only going to cover one suit. And then the next video, I'll cover another suit, okay? Oh, I also wanted to make a brief statement as well, too. there's two ways. Some people, they read with a spiritual guide. Okay, some people, they can read on their own without it. With me, it depends on the circumstances. Meaning that, you see, I read with Lama Dama, which is considered Jewish in the voodoo culture. Okay, and this is Papa Ogu, which is her husband. And then the rest of them behind the back. Okay, so you see how I dolled her up and everything and stuff like that. They got their coffee, they got their drinks and everything and stuff like that, because they help me, okay, when I'm doing the readings. That don't mean you have to have that, okay, in order to have accuracy in the readings. Because even if I went to somebody's house, they didn't have this, I still would be able to see. There's certain things I may not be able to be exactly on if I was here, because I wouldn't be able to hear. Okay? We all have our different gifts. People have gifts on clairvoyance, meaning they can see through the cards. Some people have what they call audience, okay, where they can hear the spirit. Some people have, there's another thing, I can't remember it right now at the top of my head. We all can feel them in different ways, okay? One thing about cards is you have to be taught, meaning you have to know what it means, regardless whether you're doing it with a guide or not. Because let me tell you, your guide helps you, but your guide is not going to tell you every word for word. Let me let you know that, because you know why? The guide is going to get upset. The spirit is going to get upset, because the spirit's going to say, wait a minute, oh, so you depending on me to do everything. You think I'm going to show up here, 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 here. Let's just say that. So that's why I'm saying a guide. And let's say if you don't know a spiritual guide, you have no idea who she is. Go get a reading. Go find out. If this is if this is the world that you feel like you need to be a part of, then you go ahead and then you find out. Okay? But, like I said, everybody's different. These meanings that I have here may not be the same meanings you use. You understand what I'm saying? It works for me. My readings don't come out wrong. So that means to tell me that, Chris, stick to the readings that you're doing. Stick to the readings, the meanings that you have for the cards, and keep going like that. Okay? And that's the way it goes. Please don't let somebody convince you that no, I've never heard of this meaning that, this meaning this meaning that, okay? Sometimes people like to do that. Don't listen to them. Go with your gut and go with what works best, okay? Now, we have the Ace of Heart right here, okay? The Ace of Heart, once again, we're talking about number 1. It's the beginning of anything that makes that person happy. It can also represent the person's home. It could represent the church. It could represent a spiritual place. Some place where somebody goes to rejuvenate. Also, it's your comfort zone. It's your room. It's anywhere you go where you feel happy. So that's why they call it the home card. It also could be a family gathering. But there's all other cards that's going to tell you exactly what that ace is. Okay? Now, what I may have told you as well in the last previous videos when I had them is exactly like I write here. Okay? Let's pretend this is out of the chest and all we see is the actual heart. And then see all the feelings we have and see all the little wires. Also picture a big home and put all the different rooms. Then let's slowly start bringing in the furniture, the beginning. This doesn't mean that it can't be an apartment, a room, a hotel, the sun. It's just a huge door of opportunities. That's what I wrote down. And that's why I was saying that it could be anything that's brand new. But when it comes to the hearts, we know it's emotional. It's not an office. Okay? It's something to do with that person's sacred place, which is their home. Now, Two of hearts, okay? This is usually the couple card. When you see two of heart comes up, it means two people together or two of something. It could be, let's just say for instance, it's in the middle of a set. Two comes up. Those two cards are connected. Those three cards are connected some way. It no longer becomes a second pair. It becomes a triple pair. So like say for instance you see two people, a queen and a queen that come in between the two. There's a romantic relationship going on with those two women. Or they could be great friends. Okay? They're very close. They're emotionally connected. Okay? There's no way somebody can say that, no, I don't like this person. That's impossible. This is not true. Two of heart also can mean a marriage. It's somebody connecting again. It could be the ring. If the two of diamonds was here, that would be the ring. Okay? There's so many things that confirm that. And then I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say this a lot. Please don't get offended. In common sense, you would know that two can stand for a lot of things. But two of heart is intimacy. Okay? Intimacy, let's say for instance, the person loves their job. Let's say for instance it comes under a club, or the office building, the school, the government, whatever. That person has a meaning, has some type of thing that they're compassionate about. Job, trade, whatever. Okay? Start thinking of these things like this, because when you do, it gets easier. Stop depending on those books that say, oh, this is how you can learn cartomancy. Let me tell you, I've been there. They drove me absolutely crazy. Now, this is when I was learning about the 52 deck. The 32, I had it. But the 52 is harder. Now, 3. Let's go to 3. 3 now, okay. Let's say, for instance, we just got married. Okay? 2 means that there's 2 people. Now we get to the 3. Now, either the couple has invited, meaning welcomed a new child into the family, okay? The pregnancy happened, she's pregnant now. There's 3 of you guys now, okay? Now, there's another side to this card. It's called, welcome back. We had to pause a little bit, okay? But we were at 3 at the time. Basically what I was saying is like once the 2 equals the love is, and then you got, now they made a baby, 3, okay? And then now you got the 3, if you look clearly, okay? You see that you got 2 right there, and then you got the 3 that's facing the other way. The 3 that's facing the other way, sometimes it can mean learning how to talk to one another. Because sometimes when couples have kids, babies, and you're getting agitated, you're getting frustrated, money's not coming the way it's supposed to, it can make 2 people get to a point where they start talking to each other aggressively, in a tone that's inappropriate. So it's saying use tact when you talk, okay? Just be careful that you don't cross that, you know, have boundaries, okay? Look, I only can tolerate you doing but so much. But then after that, it's going to be done, okay? So for that one, I have put a personal favorite for me. This is my extremely spiritual card, the Holy Trinity. God the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, Joseph, Baby Jesus Christ, the 3 wise men, Melchior, Jasper, and Balthazar. Okay, that's another thing too. If you're looking at it from a religious point of view as well too. Number 3, okay, even in steps, it will tell you creativity and numerology. It will be spirituality. As a matter of fact, I even got my numerology chart here as well. I think I do. Where it talks to you about a lot of this stuff I've already pre-written. I've already done. It's just that I'm doing them again because some of them I've lost. But number 3 is the card of creativity, communication. Okay? So think about it. Creativity, baby. Communication, learning how to use tech. Sometimes some of this makes sense. Now let's go to 4. We know that 4 means multiple of things. Okay? 4 can be a car. 4 can be a house. Why a house? Because there's 4 corners to make the house. It could mean a building. It could mean a double relationship. It also could mean 4 children. Okay? It also could mean a team. But this 4 of heart is home. Something is happening at home. It could be, it depends, like I said, all what it comes down to. But when this comes out, I look to see where at home has it come out. Okay? What's happening in this person's home? Is there a split in the family? Did something happen? Can they afford to pay for the house? Are they going to lose the house? Did something happen? Are they having plumbing problems or whatever? The other cards will tell me. That's why it's important. But the basics to this card is home. Okay? And also the bedroom. Remember the mattress 4? It can tell me, is there romance in the relationship? Is there intimacy in the relationship? Is there a problem in that department? It will tell me. Once again, with the neighboring cards. That's how you talk when you're doing cards. You call them neighbors, and then you say up and down. We call it the Christ, okay? We call it Christ, okay? Because we say, name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit over the cards like this. But then we also call it our neighbor. Let me tell you what I wrote for card number 4. Now, like I said to you, you can see this is my own book or my own study. Here I got myself and my little papa. I couldn't have that. And I have my Saint Michael here. Okay? So for 4, I wrote, okay, calls like the spade calls sick bed. This one is the couple's bed. A home, a new move, furniture, stability, a corner, anything with a complete square, a festival table, comfortable bed, sofa, sex card as well, love making. Okay? That's what I'm saying to you. Sometimes I have to go back to my original because you may have seen my videos in the past and you may say, oh, that's not what I got down. You know, or he changed it. No, it's not changing. It could be different terminology because I'm a writer, okay? I write everything down. So sometimes I add new ideas. But that's why I say, please subscribe to my channel because when you do, you get to catch up with what it is that I'm doing. 5. Okay, now we done moved into our own home. We got the kids in the home. We bought the beds. We got a car. We got all that stuff and fine and dandy. Now, here comes the jealousy. We always going to have those people that's going to be jealous that we're moving on up to the sky, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Okay? We done moved up. So you got the jealous people, the haters. Okay? The ones that tell you, ooh, your house is the bomb. And as soon as they leave the door, yeah, right. They're going to take that couch right as soon as they as soon as they don't pay that bill or whatever. Negative. You don't need that. You don't need that around you. And sometimes you can't see them. That's the problem. You cannot see these people. But in time, you will. Okay? Now, if the 5 is upside down, remember what I told you. when you don't mark your cards, okay? When I did the other videos, you see how I marked them. Now, I know because I've been doing it, these 2 cards right here is lonely. You got to make a decision. It's going to be a hard decision. It's going to be something that's going to come to you that's going to be so hard. You're not going to know what to do. And that's what that means. That's all about that 5 in numerology. Decision making, the awareness, the clear, you know, it's so much because everybody has something different within numbers. That's why I said numerology plays a part in cartomancy and all that other stuff. It all connects together. Okay. 6. All right. 6, if you want to, 2, you do it like this. You see how the 4 is straight up. Okay. And then you see the lonely 2. 6 is that card of help. Okay, that's that card where sometimes you need to help, okay, or somebody comes to you and offers you help. But sometimes we don't like that. We're prideful people. Oh, I don't need no money. I don't need your help. But deep down inside, we're suffering. This person came to you, okay, to offer you help. So take it, okay? That's what it means. Then when you flip it around, it means it goes back to that 5 again. It tells you about the decision that you decided to make and what it was about. Of course, it's much easier when you can see it when it's stacked together to see what that option was. Okay? Please write these down. Write them down. Number 7. Oh, God. Number 7 is a hot mess. Okay, I can't stand this card because this card is one of the cards that tells you the truth about who's around you. Okay, through actions, through words. Okay, this is that friend or family member or that one person you can't rely on for nothing. Everything is always something. When they say, I'm going to be there by 8, I'll be there by 9, I promise, nothing happens. Soon as you turn around, the phone rings, something happens. They can't make it. They lie about everything. Oh, yeah, I got this, ooh, girl, didn't you know this and that? It's a lie. This person just, it's like they shit lies. Okay? Lie after lie. They're unreliable people. When you see certain things they've done already and they've done that, don't ask for no more. Just leave it be. Okay? The 2 on the other side, okay, is the spiritual side. Okay? This means that there's a completion or there's something that needs to be done spiritually for this individual. Once again, especially if it falls amongst others, it'll tell you. Because in Haitian voodoo, 7s are mystical numbers. Because 7 times 3 is 21. 2 plus 1 is 3. So it's mysticism all the way. If you land on 21 points on a question or on a situation you asked, it's going to be a yes. There is no no. Okay? That's a very important thing to pick out too. Don't think because you're not Haitian, you're white, or you're Black American, or you ever, you can't do this. As long as you study your cards, you know your guide, who's helping me, you're going to get it. Some people could do it without the guide. I can do it without the guide. I like doing it with the guide because I like to get the juicy ones. The ones that I know there's more to the story. Okay? 8 is another spiritual card too. This card could mean initiation, okay, into whatever it is that you're getting into. If whether you're joining a mosque, whether you're joining the convent, that was what they call it, the parish, or if you're having a ceremony for one of the spirits. Santeria, voodoo, whatever. So it could mean a family gathering, festivity, lots of people coming around, lots of foods, family reunion, things that hasn't happened in a long time. But spiritually, it has its place. Okay? Then we get to the 9. Oh, wait a minute. Before I move any further, you definitely got to make a mark on this 8. This 8 is upside down. It doesn't necessarily mean that the spiritual part of it is the problem. It could mean that the visiting part, the family gathering and all this other kind of stuff may be a problem. But this 8 card, spiritually very important. Okay? And it also talks about movements as well. 9. 9 is a great card. There's nothing bad about this card. This is where the person is at. This is what the person likes. This is where the person wishes, their daydream. This is what they want. Okay? The only thing that can mess up this card is the neighbors. If this card comes underneath a spade or another spade all around, that means the wishes are delayed. Whatever is going on with the person that they wanted is delayed. Okay? Doesn't mean you ain't going to get it. It just means you're not going to get it right now. Okay? Oh, another favorite. Okay? 10s are good, just like aces are good. Okay? Remember, here we go with the beginning, the ending. Okay? So now you know you done went through whatever you went through all this stuff. You finally completed it. Okay? 10 of hearts is buying a house, getting married. Okay? Love everlasting. Okay? Paradise. I've reached my goal. It's something that you've been waiting for some time now. You got it. Let me let you know what I've wrote down about it, okay, in my thing. This is another powerful card of the deck. It is read as well with what is around it, getting everything you've ever wanted, no doubt. Peace of mind, marriage, babies, homes, fulfillment, everything of the state of roses. Also, another religious card, of course, with the 3, 7, 8, and 9. Remember when I went to those numbers, what I told you? They were connected spiritually, okay? These talk about spiritual occasions, retreats, initiations, moving up spiritual, higher plane, a pilgrimage, okay, to a spiritual place. Can also be an offering or doing some type of charity, maybe a shelter, rehab, hospital. Do what and where you feel like you feel gratification. You can also associate the charity where your spirit or saint may have worked in his or her days. Okay? That means sometimes the saint that's one of your favorites. Let's say if Saint Our Lady of Mount Carmel is your spiritual saint, she's always come through for you. You may take a month and you may go to where that spirit used to live or that saint came from and you just camp. Or you could take a week and there could be a water fountain there. Take your leaves with you and take your bath. Do whatever it is that's going to make you feel good. Whatever saint it is. Or you can give up meat. Or you can give up a certain type of food. Or, like I said, some type of charity work. But if this has nothing to do with that, this is love. This is marriage. Could be also a new beginning. An ending or no beginning. Okay? Keep that in mind. Also, make your spot on the corner of your card. 10s is hard to read, hard to read up and down. You know why? Because they both fall the same. Okay? Now we're going to get to our people. Okay? Jack, Queen, and King. Now that one I wrote out, I have here, so I can give you exactly what I'm talking about, so there's no confusion. Okay? Right here. All right. Let's talk about. Okay. I have a lot of notes. I have a lot of stuff. I did a lot of study with this. This is a lot. This is a study that means the world to me. It's very important in spiritual practice, so I made sure that I mastered it. Okay? Let me show you about this one. Okay? Since we're talking about people. People come in both male and female. Then you have your male who has their female side. Then you have your male, your female who has her male side. Okay? Let's talk about the jack. The jack can be a boy or a girl. Okay? My cards, I go up to my jacks up to 35. From 0 to 35. Some people will say, they will go up to 30. Once again, I said this is a personal, I told you that it was a personal thing for me, okay? So now, the Jack of Heart, what we call, okay, is the daydreamer, okay? He or she, this is the one that could be a he or she. And only reason why it could be he or she is because of the compassion. Okay? Other than that, it's no doubt. Okay? But that's the daydreamer. This is the one that sits there and wants and just thinks about all the things all day, but doesn't want to do nothing about it. Now, here's another thing. This comes up for an adult. That lets me know that this is what that adult does. He daydreams or she daydreams. If she says she has no kids, she's not close with her nephew, she has no idea, and this is in her presence, this is her. This is how she feels, okay? She's constantly thinking, but she's thinking like a child, like a teenager. Sometimes we do that. We go back without even realizing it, okay? Not only that, it also could be thoughts concerning love and family matters. Here goes your sensitive child, your sensitive teenager. This is that kid that always runs in his room when his parents are fighting. Or when the parents are fighting, he tries to get them to relax. This is the kid who worries, who has the shoulders, the problems on his back. He worries about everything instead of being a child, which is what happened to me as a matter of fact. That's how I know this for a fact, okay? I worried all my life because I had parents that were not stable. Had they would have been stable, my life would have been different. That's why I said when it comes to cards sometimes and you're reading them, you know exactly what those cards mean because you can relate. Okay? Now, he also, if it's not that, it's about messages about money. Okay? He's going to come to you. He's going to tell you, guess what? We got some money. Or we waiting on a check for so-and-so. You would think the diamond would be the one responsible for that. But it's the Jack of Hearts. Once again, why? Because he concerns about his family. So remember that. If you want to, you could put boy or girl. And whenever the card for, it'll tell you. Okay? Also, this is the water sign. Cancer or hearts. In tarot, they're cups. In playing cards, they're hearts. So once again, if you know the tarot and you're familiar with cups, you should know who your Jacks of Hearts is and the compassion of the Jacks of the Heart. Okay, so that's your Jack of Heart. Now, your Queen of Heart, okay, is a whole nother situation. In Voodoo, she is our Ezeli Freda, okay? That's our mistress. In Santaria, she's Oshun Oyemaya, okay? This is the pretty one. This is the one who has to have her hair combed, makeup. She wants her foot, her foot can't touch the floor. She has to, she don't like women. She likes the guys. She's very prissy. She's very, elegant, eloquent. When she does speak, if it is a speaking one, it's usually just French. Okay? She's bougie. Okay? Like Sue Pink. Now let's talk about the lady of that has these qualities. Okay? Let me go to my ladies who have this quality. Actually, she's the homemaker. Realistically, she's the soccer mom. She's the one that's going to take care of the family. Why? Because she belongs to the heart. She's the one in control of all the things that's going on. She's taking the kids to the football practice, PTA meetings. She's making sure the bills are getting paid. She's doing a lot. She got a lot on her. So in the opposite world, sometimes she may not be able to get her hair done. She may look just like a regular mom. Okay? Now, also with that, okay, she could be the intuition, okay, about emotional love. Okay? Intuition about emotional. This is the type of person you go to. Let me tell you something. She's usually our Cancer, okay, in the zodiac. We all know Cancers are water signs. That's why he was the Pisces. She's the Cancer. They're water signs. They're daydreamers, unfortunately, but there's a time they do what they have to do. But for 1 minute, don't doubt these people, okay, please. Because they will set your ass on fire. If you think for a second you're going to jack them up, you're going to get jacked up. Because the same way they come across soft is the same way they're going to be hard. Okay? They have a way of pretending. They're very good at it. But let me tell you something. You cannot fool a fool. Okay? Straight up. I can see you walk through that door like you coming, like I was looking at you through a screen door. Sometimes I hope I'm wrong, but I can see you coming. Believe you me, I can tell it. And I hope that whoever's watching it knows that hearts, water signs, don't mess with them. It's the same thing as the King of Hearts, okay? It's the Queen or the King that's the Cancer and the Scorpio. But either way, this is Dambala in the Voodoo, okay? If he's not the Dambala, he's a pastor. He's a priest. In the Tarot, he's a hermit, okay? He's the one that is in charge of making sure that things are getting done right. He's one of the most important spirits that you can have. And as a matter of fact, he's the owner of my head. Which is weird because I'm not quiet at all. But I do like quiet days. I do have days where I don't want to be bothered. Which is when you see me like this, it's the best time for me to do my videos. Okay? Because that's the way I can teach you with enthusiasm. Because let me tell you something. If somebody was teaching me something and they were saggy about it, this is how you do it. I'm changing it. I'm changing it. Now let me tell you about the King too. The King is a father. Okay? That's grandpa. Everybody wants to go to grandpa. Everybody wants to go to daddy. Because daddy does the good things. He rules, he controls his family, he concerns. Guess what? Not all daddies are like that, okay? Some daddies are the opposite. And don't think for 1 minute, because he gives you everything that he wants, that you're going to get it. He's not. He's not going to do it. As a matter of fact, he's like I said, Scorpio. Scorpio people are very loving. They care about their family. They love their family. Don't come close to their family with the drama. But it's okay for them to give drama. It's not. It's not. So that's what I'm saying. Just because it's hard, that doesn't mean it's tender. Okay? They got issues just like everybody else. All the other signs we're going to talk about. The little cards right here, it just goes to show you step by step the story of what's going on. It's when these guys come up, then it tells us where and why the story takes place. That's why I beg of you to subscribe to Hougan La Rouge Mystic channel. Okay? Hougan Chris. So that way you can know when I'm making the videos, you can catch up and you can take, like I said, take a weekend or so, or when you have nothing to do. It all depends why you're watching them. Because you're going to get what you need from me. That's one thing from me. When it comes to showing somebody something, I'm going to show you. Whether it sounds long-winded or not, I'm going to show it to you. Okay? Because that's my reputation on the line. Okay? That's how I read. I don't want somebody else to say, that's not what that means. Where did he get that from? That's not how it goes. That's what they do. Okay? I'm getting thirsty. Hold on. Okay. They get saying, all right, yeah, this is that. Or you get some teachers, they can't teach. They can't give it to you because they don't know how to deliver it. If you don't understand this, I've told you before in the other videos, email me at Chris Obis, CHRISOBAS 78 at yahoo.com, or leave a message right under the link. If I don't read that message, okay, if you see I don't answer back, that means because I didn't get to it. A lot of times I don't like to read the reviews, okay, which is a bad thing. I'm fixing it. But as long as you're satisfied, that's all that matters to me. If there's something that you know different that I didn't mention, let me know. But don't comment on I beg of you, please do not come on my page and disrespect me any kind of way. I don't care what you think about the video, but don't bash it. Because that's not what this is here for. There's people like here, like once upon a time it was me that loved these videos. I have my own fans that I'm subscribed to on YouTube that I'm like, wow, they're amazing. They teach good. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you what it means when you get a certain addition to something. How much time do we have?
10 minutes.
Okay, in 10 minutes, I'm going to do four problems. Okay, this is what I'm going to say to you. Now, out of that 4 problems, let's see. You could either do, this is what I say. As you can see, everything is written, everything's written neatly. That's how it goes. I don't play with this, okay? You could either do, there's some people that do colors, okay? Which means they focus on how many blacks to how many reds. When I do that is when I'm doing a full reading, okay? And I'm getting to know you. okay? Because how I read is I do one full spread, okay? And then it lets me know what type of person you are. So that when you start asking the questions, I get to say, is this related? Does this make sense? Why is this person asking these questions? Okay? So, for instance, okay, let's say, okay, the card comes out like this. Uh-oh. Okay. Let me look on my little paper so I can give you exactly. We got a 5 of diamonds. So now, if we were doing color code, this would be no to the person. Should I get married to this guy? Hell no. Okay, if she turns around and asks, this is what I'm going to tell her. First of all, sweetie, this guy don't got no money. Okay? He can't support you. And he's not interested in having kids. Then I would say, has he been sick or you been sick? Do you guys have legal problems? Has he been arrested? Has he been to prison? And then just topped it off here, it would actually let me know that somebody's even more sicker. Or if they're not sicker, they're totally depressed. This is my depressed card. This is when you can't take it anymore. Okay? This is the 9 of Swords in tarot. Okay? So if you're not familiar with tarot, it's the one when the person is on the floor and all the swords are in their back. It's done through panic, anxiety, depression, all of that. Now, let me tell you what I wrote, okay, to teach you, okay? Heart, we got diamonds. Let's go to diamonds. Okay, here we go. Diamonds plus a spade, okay? It says some money problems, okay? Because remember I told you, can he support you? What is going on with the money situation, okay? Be careful you don't start stressing over it. And pay close attention to your expenses. Should you be buying a house because you got a little bit of saving? Or is that saving for the bill money? Which one is it? You don't know. So how could I know? I could know if I knew the person was in jail. But I have no person in front of me. I don't know nobody who's in jail now. So that's the only thing I can give you. Okay? As you've seen what I did past, present, future. Okay? That's one way of doing it. Chris don't do future. Okay? Chris does what happened the day before yesterday and years ago. Then I do what's going on now. Okay? Or what's been going on. And then future, I say, this is what's to come. Or expect this. Because if you say future, that person has every right to come through that door and call you a liar, a fake, or whatever it is, because you said, I guarantee you this is going to happen. So you got to pay attention to your vocabulary, the way you say things, because there's people, they know how to twist words and they know how to hold you accountable. Not me. It won't be me. You won't get me to say that because I won't do that. And I guarantee you, you're not coming back to my door and knocking on the door trying to get in, talking about, you said I was going to get married. You said I was going to buy a house. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you, if you work hard, if you do what you're supposed to do, if you got good credit, you can get yourself a house. Okay? So now, I got that. I gave you that. The heart plus the diamond, right? Now, spade plus spade. Okay? Serious trouble can be some harm going on. There may be some hurt feelings. Okay? What did I say earlier? Okay? This is conflict. This is the person either in jail or in the hospital. Somebody's sick. Somebody feels trapped. And this would tell me if this is in their room, if this in... You know, you could be a prisoner in your own home just by not wanting to be bothered with people in your own house. So if this came up in your house and you say, no entiendes, I've never been to jail. And I say, sweetheart, you are in jail. Your husband's whooping your ass. You can't leave the house. You don't have no car. He don't even want you to watch the TV to see the news. You in jail. You are in jail. And you got mental anxiety problems. You need to get going. So let me tell you something. I'm one of those readers. You can't convince me. This tells me the truth right here. This is what tells me the truth. Not what comes out of your mouth. Because you think you could lie. These don't lie. And she, for one, doesn't play games. She plays no games, nor does she sugarcoat. So anybody who comes get a reading with Chris, if you don't like to hear the truth, you don't want to know the truth, don't come. Don't come. Once again, I guess my 10 minutes was up. I went a little bit too much on that. We're going to go back tomorrow. We're going to do clubs, okay? And we're going to go into the club family. And then I'm going to, once again, I'm going to break it down. And then I'm going to show you what it means when it's S plus this or this plus that. Once again, please subscribe to my channel, Hougan La Rouge, La Mystic channel. I'm Hougan Chris. The person that's holding the camera, his name is Jermaine Johnson. He's my assistant. He helps me when I'm doing spiritual work. He helps me when I'm doing things for other people as well. So we've been working hard lately because we're trying to get this out there. We're trying to get people to see, because there's been a lot of scams lately going on out there. And trust me, we not trying to be labeled. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it sounds cocky and egotistic, but I'm going to eat. I'm going to drink. I have a cozy bed to sleep in. I have a beautiful house. Okay? And I had these things before you walk through the door. So whether you come or not, you don't think I need your $57. Because $57 is a let me tell you, for what you're gonna get is a treat. I called somebody else the other day. They told me they charge $99.99 for their reading. Okay? That was at another Botanica. I said, are you on drugs? I'm going to give you $100 for half an hour. You got to be. But how do I know if he wasn't the best? He could have been the ones that as soon as you walk in, he sees everything. Okay, guys, have a great night. It's been nice as usual. Let God and the Spirit, and most of all, believe in yourself. I love you. Goodbye.